Okay, so we are up to the last part of Likutei around Torah Ches, Ois Tes, right? Are we Ois Tes? Ois Yud, Ois Yud. We have the Torah Elikim. Yeah. So now Rabbi Nachman is going to bring a few psukim to bring rayas to this whole Torah about bringing in the Ruach HaChaim and about fighting with Esav side, the Klippa side, and being Mechnia, the Klippa side. And he's going to tie it in together with a few psukim from Tehillim, a few psukim from Navi, from Nach. And then we're going to be finished with Torah Ches. And tomorrow we'll start Torah Tes. Okay. So, Rechev Elikim Ribasayim Alfei Shinon. God's chariots, is the chariots of Hashem, is 2 times 10,000. Ribasayim is 2 times 10,000. Alfei Shinon. So thousands upon thousands. So, Alfei, what does Alfei mean in this pasuk? Beginners Alufei Esav. This is the Alufei Esav that we discussed before, which is the Rav, the Klippa, the other side, the other Sitra Achra side, where you draw energy from. In through Hashem's chariots that are 2 times 10,000. That's the beginner of that corresponds to the giving of the Torah. That's where we are mekabel ruach hachaim from the holy rabbis. Al deizeh alfei shinan. Through that is alfei shinan, which means, like it says in the Gemara, al tikra shinan ela she'enon. She'enon means there is not, which means that by us connecting in mekabel the ruach hachaim from the rabbanim de kedusha, that creates that the alufa esav are not. So not shinon el she'enon, that they're not going to be in our way. Haina al dei shal dei kabbalas Torah through kabbalas Torah sham haruach the Rav the kedusha. The Rav the kedusha, the Rebbe takes the ruach from the Torah. Al dei zein is battle mechnon alufa esav. Rav Reve esav. Through that can be misbattle and destroy the, which is Rav Reve esav. The Rav, the Rebbe of Esav. Shehem bechinas Rav the Klippa, which is like Klippa the Rav. Bechinas Alfei She'enon. It's Alfei that is not, doesn't exist. Shaluf Esav Rav Esav is Batlim ve'enon, and they're not going to be here anymore. Okay. Then he goes to a different pasuk. So this is just a pasuk from Tehillim. There is a Rechev Elikim Rebisayim Alfei She'enon. He brings in a raya to what he was tying it into. Then another pasuk, Miknaf ha'aretz zemiros shemanit tzvila tzadik. From the knaf, from the corner of the earth, he heard songs, tzvila tzadik, which is like glory to the tzadik. But Omar, and he said, Razili, Razili, a secret to me, a secret to me. Oili boigdim bagadu, beget boigdim bagadu. That's basically saying that people that betrayed Hashem. Boigdim begadu, beget boigdim begadu is all about betrayal. So it's going to go like this. Miknaf haaretz. What does the mean miknaf haaretz over here? The begins kanfei tzitzis. That's the corners of the tzitzis. Sheshama ruach hachaim. That's where the ruach hachaim is. Shehu bechinas kina shel David. Right? Kina shel David, which we know. Shehoy menagen al der ruach tzefonis. That started playing through the northern wind. We know that Negina, Zmiras come from the lungs. That is what it means, Zmira Shemanu. He heard the song of the Kinner Shal David. That's the Ruach HaChaim. That's the Kanfei Atzitzis. That is the Knaf Haaretz. By having the Ruach HaChaim coming from the Nigan from David, he brought down a pasuk in the middle of the Torah that to hold down to the corner of the earth and Hashem will shake the Rishon off from this tzitzis, from this talus that we said that we're going to have a talus where Hashem is going to shake that talus and shake the Rishon off that talus. V'zeh tzvi latzadik. What is tzvi latzadik in that pasuk? Asadli is matzev et kumul latzadikim. There's going to be a time where we're going to be standing up for tzadikim, because it's like he said before. There's going to be a time when the Rishonim are going to have power over the tzadikim, but there's going to be a time when the tzadikim are going to have power over the Rishonim. Ki al de ruach chaim anal misgabrin al tzadikim harishon kanal. Through the ruach chaim they'll be misgaber. V'zeh says oimer razili, and then it says oili. Perish Rashi sheniglu li shnei razim. That Rashi says that two secrets were revealed to him: Ras Peranias, Ras Yeshua, a secret of suffering and a secret of Yeshua. Baharai Tirchak Yeshua Ad says, but Yeshua remains distant until until the Ruach of the Rasha is not there anymore. The Ruach of the Rasha, while he's strong, he's going very strong. Ruach of a strong storm, a wind. From that wind, from that storm that the Rasha has, all the tzaras in the whole Galas comes from them. How where the Rishon take their energy from? Where did they yoinig the energy? From the pagam blemish on the begadim, which is pagam atzitzis. Shem bekan fire beget. The Hainam pagam bar yisoidus, from the four yisoidus shechizas and v'sharshim elyon who beginners arbeitzis genau. They draw their energy from pagam atzitzis. I did see something over here that I wanted to share in the bottom of this one from the BRI Likutei Moharan. So he's saying over here, he brings in Yosef, which is, I always like to say, if I see something that they bring down from this week's parsha, it's amazing. So he says, he says, with that it's tzitzis. He says the words of the prophet refers to plundering of Jerusalem during and after his destruction. The boigdim were the traitors, the wicked men who plundered the spoils. The phrase baget boigdim thus alludes to the wicked people whose power comes from their blemishing of the garment, which is the tzitzis. He says the Meir Nachal comments that Yosef Atzadik is the Yisad. He's midas Yisad, right? The spirit of Yisad is Yosef Atzadik. When grabbed by Potiphar's wife, when Potiphar's wife grabbed him, which is last week's parsha, he abandoned his baguette and fled and ran out, right? And he was later rewarded by being dressed in bigdei sheish, garments of fine linen, which is actually today. I think when I was Mavasadia today's day, which is in Yom Shlishi of this week's parsha, Pare dressed Yosef in bigdei sheish. Yeah, this is today. Torah Lishma. So Rashi says over there that when Yaakov saw all the Lufe of Esav, he was frightened, right? When he was by in Vayishlach, when he saw the Lufe Esav, he was frightened. So he said, how can one overcome all this? He said, however, a spark will come out from Yosef that will destroy all of Esav, right? He says, I think it's Pishtan Echad. One spark will he says that the Lufe Esav is compared to cotton. And one spark of Yosef will burn everything down. He says, why? Because the tzaddik has clean clothes, that is completely clean of any evil, and therefore is able to draw ruach necessary to eliminating the rasha. We see this clearly of Yosef tzaddik. He became the Mishnah L'melech over Mitzrayim by providing grain during a famine, which means he drew life to the world. He gave life to the world. Yosef tzaddik did. He says also Yaakov took comfort knowing that together with Yosef he would be able to overcome Esav, because the numerical value, the gematria of Yaakov, which is 182, Yosef is 156. Together it's 338. The same gematria is also when you say Yutke Vavke, which is 26, times 13, which is the 13 Yud Gimel Midrash Rachman. So 26 times 13 is also 338. In other words, he says together Yaakov and Yosef represents the 13 attributes of mercy, which is the Yud Gimel Midrash Rachman, drawn from the source of Hashem, which is everything. This being so, they have the power to subdue Esav, which is the Rav of our Klippus. Pretty fascinating stuff. Chaim Kramer put together over here. So, continue. Pachad v'fachaz v'fach alecha Yosef ba'aretz. In the end, it says fear and the pit and the trap are upon you. Why? In the end, all the Rishon will fall. They will all be gone, destroyed, and disappear. Because Tzadikim Gemurim can through their ruach of life will be able to destroy them. Then he finishes off by Kinder Shachamash Nimin, that David's harp had 5 strings, which is corresponding to the Chemish Torah, the 5 books of Moses. Says those who grasp onto the Torah, those are like players on the harp. Chamesh une islereya says there's 5 lobes to the lungs. We know that Ruach HaChaim comes from the lungs. From there comes the Ruach of the Yiddish Krechts. Like we know, Krechts comes from the lungs. That's why there's 5 lobes to the lungs. Yiddish is a kegen. Parallel with Chemish Torah. Hey, Niman, the Chinner, the David, which is the strings of Chinner Shal David, Shashama Ruach HaChaim Canal, where there we take the full Ruach HaChaim. And with that, we finished. Yeah? Finished. Moharan Torah Ches. Thank you, everybody.
Beautiful.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
See you, man.
Good job.
Take care, man.